Welcome back. This is Richard Kuhns, author of How to Get Your Life Back from Morgellons and other chronic Lyme and other skin parasites, welcoming you, along with my co-host Robin, to our stress management portion of the program. I just published the 11th revision of the book, which I'm very excited about, that is available now on Amazon. And the earlier portion of the program was a Q&A, and one of the participants who shared, her name was Jen, was sharing how much she loved Robin's contribution in terms of the songs that she sometimes shares. And those of you who may be new to the program, if you missed or didn't get the gist of everything that Jen said, we're not just walking bodies and organs walking around on this planet. We've got a brain, we've got a spirit, we're spiritual, we're connected, there's a stress management component. In fact, if you read the book that every physician has in their office, they should have, it's a physician's handbook, it basically says in there that 80% of all the people who walk through their threshold with an appointment for a medical problem have a stress-related issue. And as many as 80% could be totally stress-related. Well, we know that Morgellons is not in the head, like the CDC would say it's a mental issue, it's a stress issue, you're not getting enough sleep, or should go see a psychiatrist and you're overworked or whatever, or you're doing this to yourself just for the hell of it. We know that. We know it's just not in our head, but yet our head is part of the process. It's a part of getting our lives back, because if we walk around thinking negatively and gloom and doom, like I had many, many, many years ago, thinking about jumping off the bridge to end the life because it's not worth living, because there's no help out there. There's nobody that knows what to do. There's no doctor that can help. There's no prescription that makes a difference for more than a couple of days. There's nothing that works for more than a couple of days, and it's all back to hell again. Well, that's stressful. A lot of uncertainty, anger, depression, confusion, sleeplessness. Not only just from the stress of the emotions, but these damn things wake you up all night long, drive you to the brink of jumping in a hot scalding tub I used to jump in to get some kind of relief. That's stress. It is worse than any kind of stress. I mean, God forbid any of us ever get cancer. Bad news, yeah. But you know what? There has to be, I don't know, how many would you think, Robin? 50,000 hospitals that specialize in cancer in this country? Used to be Sloan Kettering. That was the only one. That was back in the 70s. And now cancer clinics everywhere. Well, God, even with cancer, you get somebody to hold your hand from the medical profession that, okay, we can do radiology and we can do chemotherapy and we can do this therapy and we have this and they've discovered this. There's hope, at least. You go to a doctor with Morgellons and delusional. I imagine that probably if we had 300 people on this call, I would imagine that 295 have already been told that they were delusional. So maybe we have 35 people on the call today, or 40. And out of them, probably 38 or 40 were told that they were delusional. There's nobody to hold our hands, not from the medical profession. And you go on the internet, and hell, that's confusing as hell. And you look at the Research Foundation, and I mean, it's terrible how people are treated. They don't know, and it's filaments and fibers. And you read Dr. Saverly's book, okay, so I know what Morgellons is, but what about mites? Is mites a part of it? Is springtails, no-see-ums, are these things part of it? There are so many questions and no damn answers. And a lot of stress. A hell of a lot of stress. And if we think we can walk around and get our lives back and ignore the stress issue, we're nuts. We're crazy. It's not going to happen. We need to do everything that we can as a human being to manage stress. You can take a class in stress management. That would be great, but most of us, we don't have the time. We're too busy dealing with taking baths and doing our scalp treatments and everything else, but we don't have time to do this. So we're looking for short, quick things that we can do on a daily basis, oftentimes throughout the day. So we've recorded many of these. So you can go to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't. You'll be amazed at all the recordings that we produced. And every Sunday there's a component about stress. Please look at as many of them as you can, because what I am doing here today is never the same. Every week it's different, isn't it, Robin? Every week we look at it from a different point of view, don't we?
Yes.
So every week it's off the cuff, because I've lived it. Robin has lived it, and I know, because Robin and I have lived it, I know that you are living it. You can't not have Morgellons or springtails or infestations of mites and not be going through the mental hell and torment that we have gone through. So we're here to provide and offer means of managing stress. Anything we can do. Belly laughter. I think you just start laughing. You can't believe. Let's laugh. No reason. Just laugh. It's contagious. You didn't expect that, did you, Rob? Hey. You got to fall in love with me. I'm here for all of you. Okay, so laughter. Norman Cousins wrote a book about laughter. Anything you can do to laugh. Find a YouTube channel with your genre of jokes and laughter and do it. Laugh. It sets up a whole bunch of hormones. Start out every day when you get up. Make a note if you have to. Pin it on your bedpost or wherever, or on your breakfast nook, or just a big note, and just have it say, smile, S-M-I-L-E. And when you see that note, or if you think about it before you see the note, smile. For no other reason but to smile. Why are we doing these things, Robin?
Because it's how you get well.
It's a hormonal adjustment.
That's right.
A hormonal adjustment.
Right.
If you're thinking down, gloom, boom, bling, bling, boom, bloom, bloom, there's a whole bunch of hormones around there just looking to create cortisol that dumps sugar into your bloodstream and makes the parasites happy, and you gloomy and doomy, and it's a spiraling down, 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 down. Last place you want to go. So even if you got to force it, smile. In fact, there's a stress management technique created by Herbert Benson, one of the leaders in stress management, way back in the 70s, called the QR response, quiet relaxation response. Anytime you find yourself stressed out a little bit, he suggests you take a deep breath. Do that right now, taking a long, deep breath. And exhale and smile. And then you want to laugh a little bit about how silly this is, since you heard it here. The last place you would expect to hear about laughing and smiling is one of Morgellons' conference call. So laughter, smiling, all sets us up for a different set of hormones. And you know what? It helps bring our homeostatic level down, our stress level down a little bit. And when our stress level is up here, we're more anxiety prone. We are less, we're in the fight or flight. You're ready to fight or fight something, and there's nothing around physically for you to fight or fight, and it just gets depressing, and you go nowhere. So just start the process with a smile or with a laugh and get the thing going. And then You could also say, you could take that deep breath, exhale and smile, and think to yourself, leave my body out of it. What do I mean by that? Well, because when we get stressed out, our blood pressure goes up a little bit, our heart rate comes up a little bit, our muscles tighten up a little bit more, our fingers become a little cooler, our toes become a little cooler, there are vascular changes, our sweat glands, our fingers become a little more clammy. This means our body is involved, and there's nothing to fight or run away from. So let's leave our body out of it. Let's deal with our intellect. And when we do that, then what happens to our intellect? Where's our IQ go? Up. Yes, Robin is pointing her finger up. It means up. It means when we remove the fight or flight and come down, our IQ actually goes up. And when our IQ goes up, what else happens? What happens? Creativity. Then you can figure out where you're making a mistake with the diet, and then see how all this comes around, how all this works together. You can figure out what's going on. You can logically figure it out and get some insight. So that's the benefit of doing all of this. Gives you that extra edge that nobody else on Facebook has. Nobody else has unless they are in this program. That extra edge. And it's also important, and a lady in their other segment shared that how important it is for her and what contribution it is to her. Music. Wonderful. So we are fortunate to have Robin, who is a professional musician, and she has a Valentine's Day song for us today, because listening to music also is a way of soothing the mind. It's therapeutic. You can find dozens and dozens of websites about therapeutic music. In fact, there are even, on YouTube, you can even get tones for healing. You can look up, go to YouTube and search for healing tones or healing music, and there are healing vibrations.
Whole tones.
Whole tunes, yeah. Okay, what song do we have today, Robin?
So this is a new original tune, and it's called, the assignment was to write a happy, bouncy pop song. So it's called Beautiful Day.
Okay.
And I think it's a great Valentine's song, and I hope you guys can have lots of beautiful days. Walking down the street, feeling fine. Ooh, I know you're mine. It's a beautiful day. When I think about you and me, blue skies are all I see. The sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, what a beautiful day. Hey! When I see you heading my way, it's a beautiful day. Strolling down the street, you and me, got a smile for everyone you see. The sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, such a beautiful day. Hey, when I see you coming my way, it's a beautiful day. A beautiful day. Hey, hey, hey.
Thank you, Robin. I love the way you flip it over. Is that a ukulele?
Yeah, that's a ukulele.
All right. Okay. All right. So that's it. You know, do everything you can to manage your stress because it goes through the roof. We don't have doctors to talk to or consultants that are familiar with our problems. You know, it's just us. We're here, and Robin and I are here every Sunday and are grateful for your sharing and coming to the program, asking your questions. We're here for one reason, and that is we want you to be able to say one day and pretty soon that, hey, I want to be one of your coaches because I got my life back. And we welcome any. We have 4 great coaches already, or 5. I lose track. So love you all. Keep coming back. We're here to support you so that you'll say, hey, thanks to you 2 guys, I got my life back. I hung in there, and it was worth it because, man, I was worth it. Thank you. Love you all. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Chris.